Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl B Sparrow, Buzz Sweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? Got another update on my beautiful garden. I thought the sun was coming out, but it went right back in. It's been a rainy week, and today is just Tuesday. It's been raining for the past 3 or 4 days, and it's supposed to continue to rain all through the week. But hey, I wanted to give an update on my garden. I wanted to start with this flower mix that I brought down from Maryland with me. Hey B. She didn't like the air in Maryland, but as soon as I brought her down here in North Carolina, she blossomed. Love that Carolina air, love the soil. Just wanted to give a quick update on my lettuce. I have two pots of lettuce growing here with pot of dill, and I have a pepper plant here. The peppers are all over the place. This is a straight arrow peas growing here in this container, and I have a cabbage in this stackable. I had to separate them yesterday, and I think I might have messed up the roots, but I hope not. I see they still standing. This is my experiment. I'm experimenting with these stackables. I ran a poll through, 4 or 5 stackables. Up top I have beans. In the second one I have cucumbers. And in the third one I have cucumbers in 2 pots. The rest of the pots are empty. I just have to figure out what I'm going to put in them. I don't know yet. Maybe some more tomatoes. I wanted to do not asparagus, but okra in there, but the okra might grow too tall. So I'm just going to leave it with the beans and the cucumbers and maybe some tomatoes down here, maybe some onions, more peppers. But I can't wait to see how this turned out. Maybe I put lettuce in there. I saw one lady that had lettuce in her stackable, different types of lettuce, and it was beautiful. So I can't wait until this stackable produce and the fruit start falling over the stackables or the vine. Here is another kale mix that I have in a grow bag. I think I'm going to leave them in there. And this pepper, I'm going to leave these in the grow bags. This is my house plant that don't like the house. More okra. I told y'all my family kept asking for okra. I have an aunt and an uncle that just kept asking for okra. So we planted a lot of okra. This is beefsteak tomatoes. I just might put that in the stackables over there. I'm not sure yet. And I have more lettuce, more okra all over the place. Okra Winfrey is what we call them. And speaking of okra, this is kale king. Y'all get it? Kale. Anyway, this kale right here, I love. This is eggplant, and I put it in a coffee container because I didn't have any more coffee pots at the time. More pots at the time. Okra here. I tell you, we should start an okra farm. My family loves okra, so we're going to have okra coming up. I have bottom turnips growing, more beets in this bucket right here. I love the color of the beets. I love it. And I also have here, I think these are the bottom turnips that I have, yes. Meaning that the bulb is going to grow underground. So I don't think we have any of those. We have regular turnips coming up above ground. Right here is my squash, my queen table squash. That would be the round one. I think they're black. But I have a few that's starting to flower. And these are female flowers, so hoping the bees will come soon so we can get some pollination going on. I think I got about 3 squash coming in so far. Right here's my tomato plant, beefsteak tomatoes. I can't wait to see the fruit on this plant. Around here we have beans coming up beautifully. The beans really shocked me. I planted them in a container with garden with garden soil, and I didn't think that they were going to come up, but they did. They came up quick, as a matter of fact. And as soon as I put them in the ground, they stood up proudly. This is a straight arrow pea that's growing up on the trellis. I love how it's just growing up, and I can't wait to see the cucumbers here, and I can't wait to see them grow up the trellis. This asparagus, I'm not sure of. I can't tell if it's doing anything, so I might just pull them up and put something else there. Y'all know my space is limited in my little garden, so yeah, I might pull the asparagus up because it seems like they're not doing anything. But you can see the onions here. Peppers here. I really need to go on YouTube to see when and how to harvest the onions, because it seems like they really ready to come up. But I kind of trimmed down and harvest some of the leaves off the kale the other day. Made me kale smoothie. It was so good. And I add kale and lettuce because that's all I have harvesting right now, kale and lettuce. I do have a squash that came up on my first squash plant, but there are more coming. But look at the beets. See that deep dark red vein in the green leaves? Beautiful. All praises to the Most High Yah. Lettuce coming up strong. I never knew that lettuce grew on stalks like this. This is called ice lettuce, not iceberg lettuce. I think the iceberg is round, but these are called ice lettuce. And as you can see, I did trim down some of the lettuce. The leaves were huge. And I harvested some of the lettuce off of the kale. The leaves were huge, and they were kind of hovering over the pepper plants. As you can see, 3 squash coming in on the smaller plant. This is the small squash plant. There are the onions. I think they might be ready, but I'm not sure. I have to do some research. But I'm very proud of the squash. This is where I pulled the first squash off of, and that plant has more coming up too. Okra, this is the okra patch right here, and I'm going to put more okra down. Can't wait to see how these come up, because like I said, my family, all they've been asking for is okra. So I put more okra down. I wonder if the squash leaves are edible, because they look like they can make a good saute. As you can see, I have more squash coming up on this plant. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All praises to the Most High Yah. Got my squash container right here producing, and I can't wait for this beefsteak tomato plant to produce tomatoes. We haven't really had hot heat yet. It hasn't really been hot yet. I'm not complaining at all, but I think the beans like heat, the okra like heat, and I think the tomatoes love heat. So June is coming. Maybe they'll give us some heat. That's the squash that I pulled off of the first plant. It's only one, but there are more coming. So this is my update. I thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all. Have a great day and grow something. Grow strong. Okay, it's your girl B Sparrow, Buzz Sweet Talk Radio. Y'all, holla at y'all girl. Okay? Okay.